Inspired by his father, James lost everything and quietly started from scratch. Tonight, he quietly contacted an old friend, a mysterious businessman. He has a plan, but will it be enough to protect Diep and Nhi, and regain everything that was lost? That morning, James's parents' house was unusually quiet. At the dining table, James's mother was sitting carefully arranging a vase of flowers. She heard the sound of a car stopping in front of the gate. Looked up and saw James entering. His face was a little tired. His eyes were pensive. She smiled slightly and stood up to welcome her son. "You're here early. Aren't you going to work today?" she asked softly. James shook his head slightly, put his coat on the chair, and sat down. He was silent for a moment, as if he was thinking a lot. Then he spoke. "Mom, I have to tell you something. I don't work at the company anymore." James's words made his mother freeze. Her hand that was arranging the flowers also stopped in midair. She looked at her son, her eyes slightly worried. "What do you mean? You quit your job?" James smiled sadly, shaking his head. "I didn't quit myself. Dad dismissed me. I understand the reason. I know the company is my father's life's work. He doesn't want me to make any mistakes that could affect everyone. I don't blame my father. Really not. I just feel like I need time to prove myself. To prove that I'm capable and responsible." James's mother sighed, walked over and sat down next to her son. She held his hand, her voice gentle. "I know your father is strict, but he always loves you. Maybe he wants you to be independent, wants you to be more mature. But no matter what, you are still our son. I always believe in you." "What are you going to do next?" James pursed his lips, as if he had been thinking for a long time. He said, "I can't sit still. I need to get started right away. I've been thinking about meeting Hoi, my close brother from before. He's also in business. I want to discuss a cooperation project with him." James's mother nodded slightly, her eyes shining with confidence. "Just do what you think is right. I will always support you." James smiled slightly, stood up. "I have to go see Hoi. Mom, I will come back for dinner with you." She nodded, saw him to the door, and watched her son's figure disappear. James drove down the familiar road, the wind blowing against the windows. He felt both relieved that he had told his mother the truth and determined. He dialed Hoi. "Hoi, let's meet at the old coffee shop later. There's something I want to discuss." In the afternoon, the cafe was quiet with soft music. James arrived first, sat in his usual corner. On the table was a thick stack of documents he had prepared. A moment later, Hoi walked in, patted James on the shoulder. "Hey, have you been busy lately? Is the company still okay?" James paused for a moment, but quickly regained his composure. "Yeah, it's fine. Actually, I have some free capital these days and want to invest it in some extra work. Let's see if there's any project we can work on together." Hoi sat down excitedly. "You tell me. I'm always ready." James opened the document, pointed at the numbers. "The business model. I'm thinking about developing clean agricultural products. The demand is increasing. If we combine, you have a distribution channel. I have some capital. We will optimize costs, expand the market quickly." Hoi nodded. "Sounds good. I'm lacking someone willing to invest in a company long term. Let me research more. We'll discuss tomorrow." James nodded. The two continued to discuss for a while, then left the shop. Meanwhile, at home, Diep and Nhi were in the backyard. The afternoon sunlight covered the lush green vegetable beds. Nhi was enthusiastically pulling vegetables. Her clear laughter echoed throughout the garden. Mom, I pulled a lot. Diep smiled, putting the vegetables in a basket. You're so good. I'll take you to the market to sell tomorrow. Okay? James came home just as the mother and son were tying the last bunches of vegetables. He took off his jacket and walked into the yard. Have you two been working since morning? Diep wiped his sweat and smiled. Yeah. I'll go to the market tomorrow to sell it on time. Are you busy again? I see you always out. James walked over and rubbed Diep's shoulder. His voice calm. I'm keeping an eye on a few projects. Don't worry, everything is fine. Diep nodded, not asking any more. Nhi ran over, holding up the basket of vegetables. Uncle James, I pulled the most. Please reward me. James smiled, picked her up and spun her around. Tomorrow night, I will take you and your mother out to eat something delicious. As night fell, Diep and Nhi were busy packing vegetables to sell. While James sat in his office, he opened his laptop, reviewed his investment plan, and jotted down a few more ideas. On his desk, a moment later, the phone rang with a message from Hoy. I have reviewed the plan. Let's meet tomorrow to discuss it in detail. I'm very interested. James breathed a sigh of relief, clenching his fist. His eyes shone with determination. He knew he was entering a new path, difficult but necessary. Late at night, James walked out to the balcony. The night wind blew coolly. Diep opened the door and walked beside him. You haven't slept yet? James turned around, smiled and hugged her. I was just thinking, I promise you, no matter what happens tomorrow, I will protect you and your child. Diep leaned on his shoulder, not knowing that James's career was starting over.